Hi all, it's me Gemma and I want to talk to you today about some really hyped books. Now, if you are on BookTube, you know what I mean by hype. You've seen your favourite reviewers get an ARC, it's turned up in a book box, it's talked about on Twitter, you've seen it everywhere, and you have decided probably to pre-order it if you're anything like me. Now, the three most hyped books in my opinion of this autumn have been Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir, and The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. Now, I did pre-order all of these, but I only read them in the past month or so because I was in a bit of a reading slump, unfortunately, which lasted like 2 or 3 weeks. So the book that broke my reading slump was, in fact, Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Now, this is Bardugo's first adult novel and it is very adult. I would put content warnings on it for pretty much everything: suicide, violence, sexual abuse, general gross stuff. So if you have any sensitivities, I would say be very careful of Ninth House. Look how gorgeous it is as well under the cover. I mean, they didn't have to go that hard, but they did. Now, Ninth House follows a woman called Galaxy Alex Stern as she is finding her way in a secret society called Ninth House. Now, the Ninth House is a sort of group of watchers in that sense, and they sort of keep an eye on the secret societies who practice magic at Yale, and they also practice magic themselves. Something really bad happened to Alex and she ended up in the hospital and was given an offer by Ninth House to come and join them and go to Yale because they know that she can actually see ghosts, which is really useful for them. Not a lot of people can do it. So there is a mystery, there is a murder to solve, there is essays to write. She's got a lot on. Now, there are some really great supporting characters in this as well. Darlington as well and Dawes were great supporting characters. I thought the world building in this was fantastic. Without being too sort of big chunks of exposition, so much world building in this, and I am really looking forward to the next one, which I have sadly found out doesn't come out till 2021. Now, do I think this one is worth the hype? Yes, I would have picked this one up anyway without the hype because it is pretty much exactly the kind of thing that I like. It's got a bit of fantasy in it, it's a bit dark, there's some screwed up stuff in it. I just like that kind of thing. And I also like the Dark Academia sort of setting. If anyone else has any recs for Dark Academia, please throw them my way, as long as they are not The Secret History by Donna Tartt, because I don't really want to read that one. But do I think Ninth House was worth the hype? Yes, I do. And I think if you like Leigh Bardugo, you like adult books and thrillers, you should pick this up. I really enjoyed it. And I gave it, I think, 4 stars. Only a star knocked off because I feel like there was one particular scene in there that was just too much. I didn't think it needed to be there. If you've read it, you probably know it's to do with someone eating something. Pretty gross. So, Leigh Bardugo, Ninth House, I gave it 4 stars. Worth a hype for me. And then what has to be my favourite book of the past few months. One that I thought would not be worth the hype because I don't know, it just sort of... Do you ever have a book that everyone talks about and you sort of develop an aversion to it because of that? And you're like, it can't be that good. Can't really be that good. And that is Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. I absolutely loved this. I laughed actually out loud at several points. Exactly my kind of humour. Very funny, very irreverent, and I loved it. It's about Gideon, funnily enough, and she is a swordswoman. She is an indentured servant to the Ninth House. The leader of the Ninth House is a necromancer called Harrowhark, and she is called to a competition that has been thrown by the Emperor, and she needs a swordswoman, so she takes Gideon along with her, and then japes ensue. The ending of this totally killed me, and I can't wait for the next one. I've seen the cover on Amazon, and I'm very excited about it. And I think the ending really sets up something a bit different and intriguing, shall we say. I liked the hints as well about Gideon's, she might be a bit special, and how that might affect the rest of the story. I liked it. And look at this, it is another gorgeous book. They're really, really killing it lately. I mean, check it out. That is really pretty. And can I just say as well, hype on BookTube has made me need so many hardbacks. So many. Where I don't normally like hardbacks. I prefer a paperback for reasons. But help me reading hardback, y'all. And then, unfortunately, there had to be a disappointment in the bunch. And that was The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. It was fine. I gave it 3 stars. It's quite formulaic. I love the Vampire Chronicles. I love New Orleans, things that are set there, and I was expecting more. I'm just gonna, it's one of those ones where you go into it expecting a certain feel, a certain vibe, and then when you don't get it, you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Not enough vampires, not enough world building. Didn't like the character of Bastien at all. Just couldn't stand him. Selene is okay, but they kept talking about her darkness and how she was conflicted and da-da-da. She wasn't really conflicted. The thing that she does that's meant to be dark isn't actually all that dark. She defended herself in a situation, and obviously she blames herself for that, but as a reader, you're reading it thinking, that's not that dark. She isn't actually that dark. Can we please get some dark? No? Okay. So I gave it 3 stars. I probably will read the next one because I'm like that. I'm a bit of a completionist. Unless something's really terrible, I wouldn't read it. So unfortunately, The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh did not live up to the hype for me, and I think I had put a bit of extra hype on there myself because I really love The Wrath and the Dawn. I love the romance in it. It's really passionate and angsty, and I just love it. But it wasn't that. And I would say if you are going to read it, I would temper your expectations of what you're going to get, especially if you are a Vampire Chronicles fan or like a True Blood fan or something like that. You're not going to get that vibe from The Beautiful, I don't think. Sorry. So those are the 3 most hyped books that I have read in the past month. I still have others on my list. I haven't read Dark Dawn yet. I've been putting off reading it. I am in the middle of reading Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I also have House of Salt and Sorrows, and I also have House of Salt and Sorrows, 10,000 Drawers of January, The Wicked King, and Fire on High to read. Those are all sort of fairly hyped books on BookTube. And I do want to read The Wicked King before Queen of Nothing comes out. I unexpectedly really enjoyed Cruel Prince. So those are all hyped books that I still have on my TBR. I haven't been making a TBR because I don't stick to them. I just don't. And I have decided not to make them just for the sake of content, really, because I don't follow them. The shame. I'm such a mood reader, I can't help it. So that is all the hyped books that I've read, as I say, and also the ones that I have on my list still to be read. If there's any other hyped books that you think that I've missed from the past couple of months that you think I should read, suggest them down below. I always want to hear from you, see links to your videos, have a chat. And also my socials are down below. If you follow me on Twitter, you can also friend me on Goodreads and on Instagram. So that's it for now. Take care. Bye bye.